Today I'm reviewing a very classic men's fragrance that most people have probably heard of, Invictus by Paco Rabanne. And you can see what the actual bottle looks like, trophy style. So this came out in 2013 and it's still very popular today because it's very classic. I've compared it in the past to Acqua di Gio, which is another very classic men's fragrance, but this has, kind of a unique twist on it as well. The word Invictus in Latin means invincible, and obviously combined with the trophy style bottle, it's supposed to be this very powerful, very potent sort of fragrance. And primarily it's a citrusy sort of fragrance. I'm going to give it a test and see how citrusy it is, along with its other notes. So definitely, it's interesting because it's more of a sweet citrus compared to more of that crisp, clean citrus from Acqua di Gio or even Versace Dylan Blue. Yeah, so the top notes are grapefruit, mandarin orange, and sea notes. So there's definitely a saltiness mixed in with that primarily grapefruit note, I would say. The mandarin orange is a bit subdued compared to the grapefruit. There's that sweet tartness that it has, and then that really kind of saltiness from the ocean notes. And then the middle notes are bay leaves and jasmine, and the bay leaves are also prominent because it's that really kind of green, herbal sort of smell. If you've ever cooked with bay leaves, you know it's a very, very distinctive smell. Definitely something, yeah, it definitely stands out. Then the base notes are ambergris, guaiac wood, oak moss, and patchouli. So ambergris means gray amber. It's a very, very distinctive, salty marine smell, and that's because it comes from whales. It's excreted from whales, then it floats in these blobs across the ocean until it washes up on the shore, and it can be harvested. Most ambergris notes, along with ambroxan, which is just a chemical derivative, most of those are synthetically made these days. This most likely is also synthetic, not real ambergris. But it has that distinctive kind of salty, pungent scent. Then mixed with the kind of dry nature of the oak moss, the patchouli, and the guaiac wood. Definitely, it's kind of more of a gentle scent than you would expect. It's not this super explosive scent. It's more moderate, but very, very pleasant. I really like kind of how it blends the sweeter citrus notes with the salty notes, and then also some of the green notes with the bay leaves. And it's definitely more on the delicate side of men's fragrances. Like one of in that it's kind of similar to Acqua di Gio in that vein, and I would say the longevity is probably moderate as well, because most of these notes aren't designed to last too long. Citrus notes, ocean notes, green notes. So maybe around 6 hours. So not super long lasting, but still a really good daytime fragrance. And I would also say that it is probably best for the daytime. You could wear this definitely into the evening, into the night, but it's not really that kind of nighttime, evening fragrance. This is definitely more summer style, maybe spring, kind of bright, sunny, refreshing, light sort of fragrance. Compared to Acqua di Gio, it's more potent, mainly from the ambergris and the ocean notes, and it also lacks all of the herbal notes that Acqua di Gio has, so it's more simplified. I really like the opening, especially with the grapefruit. Grapefruit is a very pleasant note to have. And overall, I would say this is a really good overall fragrance for men. And considering that there's so much citrus and green notes, it's also a really good unisex fragrance. And as it kind of soothes down into the skin, it becomes the ambergris becomes more prominent, along with the oak moss, the patchouli, and stuff like that. And the citrus notes become less prominent. So overall, really good fragrance. There's also tons of flankers. Invictus Victory, Elixir, Invictus Aqua. You know, most of them are more modern compared to the original Invictus, which came out in 2013. So if you have mixed thoughts on the original Invictus, you could always try some of the variations. And there's also some stronger flankers as well if you want something more potent. But that's pretty much all I have to say about Invictus by Paco Rabanne. If you have any opinions or thoughts about this fragrance, you can leave those down in the comments below. If you like the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.